Hey, what's up you guys? My name is Vivian from ThePaperLetterBlog, also known as the Chatty Penpal channel, and today we're going to make this little Zig Zag Flipbook. I think this project looks really fun and it's super easy to do. I'm just showing you some examples, some test runs I had done. I always like using scrap paper for the first run, and then I also tried making one with pretty paper just to see how it would look. But the one we're going to make has slightly different measurements. But I promise you it's super duper simple. I'm using a scoreboard, but you don't have to. You can just use scissors and a ruler. What you need is one piece of paper that is 12 inches long and 8 inches high. And then as you can see, you are going to cut off, you are going to slope it down so that it's longer on the left and shorter on the right, if that makes any sense at all. And then what you do is you take the 12-inch side and you score that at 4 inches and 8 inches. So in the end you will have 3 panels that are all 4 inches long-ish. And then you simply fold it in a zigzag motion and you're done. It's super duper simple. You don't have to use my measurements. You can also make it bigger or smaller, whichever you prefer. I just went with this. I kind of went with it only because I wanted it to fit inside that envelope that I showed. And then I just sort of went with my gut. So if I would make another one, it would probably turn out differently. But that's okay because you don't need precise measurements for this. And you can use any type of paper you like. I even think this would work with paper instead of cardstock. I used double-sided paper, but you know, figure it out, see what you have, and I'm sure you will make a beautiful project with whatever you have laying around. Before I forget, let me say all of the things that I normally quickly add at the end of the video. If you want to see the supplies that I've used, I will link most of them in the description box down below. That is all of the supplies I can link, such as my scoreboard and this paper collection, which is Cozy Days by Simple Stories, and my pens and Nuvo Drops and stuff like that. I will link all of that down below so you can find it. I would be super grateful if you would use my referral links, because that means that if you end up buying something on that website, you don't pay anything extra, but I get a small percentage. Also, if you happen to enjoy Penpal videos, snail mail tutorials, and mail opening videos, definitely subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. I can see in my statistics that around half of the people that watch my videos are not actually subscribed. So if you have a YouTube account and you would like to see more, please do subscribe. It would mean the world to me and it would make it easier for you to find my videos. If you want to be the first to watch them, of course, hit the notification bell. And last but not least, don't forget to check out my other socials. I have an Instagram account where I share tons of stories and pictures, and I also have a Patreon page for those of you that want to support my channel and get more content. Thank you for listening to all of that. Now let's get back into the mail. What you saw me do, first of all, is use a die, a circle die, a frame die, I don't know how you want to call it, to cut a hole or a circle out of the front of the flipbook. You don't have to do that. I like it as a small touch. In the other example that I made of this, I actually turned that into a shaker, but I wanted to leave this as a window. And the reason why I'm doing that is A, it looks kind of cute, and B, that was actually a craft club challenge we did over on my Patreon. So I'm sorry for all the self-promoting. I'm actually pretty terrible at promoting my own things, but I just wanted to explain this. We do a monthly challenge over on my Patreon, and one of the challenges was to make a see-through, or to use a see-through element or a window or something of a sneaky peek, and this is another entry for that. So that's actually last month's challenge, but I kind of wanted to wait for this mail to be received. I don't think it has been received, but I didn't want to wait with uploading this any longer. And yeah, that's my little window. Of course, you can do tons of different things with this if you like to include it. but I just decided to put some decorations behind it so that it's like a little look into the mail. Then that thing on the left is actually a box lid. It's one of those IKEA boxes, and I just took off the lid because I love using those for storing my die cuts and stickers and stuff like that. This is all Simple Stories Cozy Days. I don't normally work with all things from one collection, but you have to admit this is absolutely incredible, and I love how everything matches. So I just use that lid of the box to grab all of the supplies that might look nice. I do this all the time. I have to admit my craft room is kind of filled with not only boxes that I use, but box covers for storing supplies. And then what I did is I added one of those paper strips to the top to kind of make it look different. I don't know, make it look fun. I also had to do that because when I cut a hole, when I used the die on the front of that flipbook, I kind of damaged a piece of the paper at the top of the second flap, if that makes sense. So I had to cover that up because there was a small tear in the paper, and I decided to use a paper strip for that. And in the end, I think it looks really, really nice. Even if I didn't damage the paper, I probably would have done that. Now, you could also see me struggle quite a bit with what to do on this page. I stuck down that frame first, the orange frame with some craft paper behind it, because I thought it looked really cute with the circle, like a sneaky peek. But then I didn't know what to do with the rest of the page, so I tried numerous things. I just kept moving things around and trying out different things, and then in the end I thought it actually looked cutest if I just added another square. So that's what I ended up doing. And I also wanted to include that. I could have, of course, cut out all of the moving things around because I ended up doing something completely different. But I like including these little clips of me struggling, because sometimes people tell me, I wish I could make mail as fast as you, or I wish it came as easy to me as it came to you, as it comes to you. But that's not true at all. I struggle a lot. I've actually been in a creative rut lately. Like I have crafted, but not really. I haven't really felt creative, or it has not come naturally to me at all. So I also wanted to include that because I think we all struggle with that sometimes. And I also wanted to include, I like including my flaws because I don't know, I hope it takes away some of the idea that everything has to be perfect on your first try. It does not have to be perfect. I make mistakes all the time. I mess up all the time. I do things that I don't like, and sometimes I cover them up, and sometimes I just embrace it. For this page, I just decided to do simple finishing touches. So that's my kitty cat nose. What I did is I added some washi tape strips and some Nuvo Drops. And this is actually a very important moment in my video, apart from my kitty cat on my lap, because in this clip we are transferring from the old camera to the new camera. So you can kind of compare. I think for you, there should not be too much of a difference, I reckon. I don't know, but for me it's a lot nicer. My new camera works more easily because I can just sit and look up and see what I'm filming. So I could, for example, see that my cat was nearly in the frame, not quite, but I couldn't lift my camera up any higher, and it works a lot easier. So I'm hoping that this will be a very good next step for my crafting videos. Oh, and the difference in color between the two videos, basically between the beginning of this video and now, is also because I was filming this at nighttime, and of course it's always going to look less nice if I film at night because it's dark and I use my daylight lamp, and at the beginning of this video I was filming in the daytime, which just looks a lot better. Anyway, I also wanted to once again thank all of you for helping me make this new camera a reality, especially if you're a patron or if you're watching the ads on my YouTube videos. Basically, if you have ad blocker turned off, you helped me raise a small income from YouTube, and therefore you helped me get this beautiful new camera, which I am very excited to use for upgrading my YouTube videos. So By the way, this is not the first video. This is the first video that I filmed with my new camera, but this is not the first video on my channel with the new camera. By the way, the washi tapes, one of them is logs. Looks like logs. And the other one is from this exact collection. This is the first time I have one of those matching washi tapes with the little flowers. I thought I would make a little washi tape sample. The logs one is, I think, from AliExpress, although I've had it for quite a while, I don't exactly remember. But like I said, I already uploaded more videos made with this camera. I think the mini pocket letter one that I did a while ago was with this camera. The PO box opening videos, the accordion folder box shaped accordion folder, I think that one was also with the new camera. And then the Your Creative Studio unboxing, the live stream, and the last PO box opening videos, they were all filmed with the new camera. So it's not like, I don't know, if you didn't notice it before, you should not notice a lot of difference now, I think. Or maybe you do, and that's a positive. I don't know. Let me know what you think. The one thing I do really notice is that the sound sounds a lot different. I'm also, like, the next thing I want to upgrade, if I've once again saved enough Patreon funds, is to purchase a new camera. No, a new microphone for my voiceovers, because this sound is also starting to annoy me. But, you know, I have to be patient and save for quite a bit longer. So, you know, that will happen in the new year sometime soon. Now, in the meantime, I'm of course just decorating. That's another thing I love about this. Oh yeah, this is me showing you that I had all of those pages and I cut them up and I just put them in the box. So now I have all of the cut aparts ready to go as well, and I'm looking for a tag that I want to include in the back there. We're going to make a pocket on the last pages, and I wanted the tag to sort of show on the front as well. It's kind of like a sneaky peek. I love sneak peeks, okay? That's also why it was a craft club challenge. Yeah. But like I said, I'm really excited to upgrade everything. I just always need a little bit of time, especially now that I have been unemployed due to this stupid lockdown. I did not officially tell you that, but because I don't really want to talk about it, but it is part of my life, and it's quite likely also why I've been so super duper crazy anxious the past few weeks, not gonna lie. Although I do have to be honest, I do have to say that today was actually a really good day. I'm doing this voiceover on a Monday because I'm nice and on time, and my boyfriend is currently having a 2-week holiday, so that has been really nice. This was the first holiday day we sort of had together, and even though I've had nearly 2 months off now because I'm unemployed, this is the first day it's actually feeling like I have time off, because the other days I was just kind of worrying and feeling like I had to do something productive. And then today was quite a nice day. We just had breakfast. I sat at the kitchen table writing a letter for very long, and then I worked on a Patreon vlog, a December vlog, and then I don't even remember what I did today. I watched some Netflix, I did some Animal Crossing. I didn't really do a lot of productive things, and for the very first time that actually felt okay. So I'm hoping to make the best of these 2 weeks of my boyfriend's holiday and also look at it a little bit like my own holiday. Yeah, even though life goes on. The neighbor is putting their baby in the bath, and normally we cannot hear our neighbors at all, but their bathroom is like right next to my craft room, and for some reason I can hear them then. I guess the walls are thinner or something, I don't know. So I hope you guys cannot hear that. But I am making a pocket out of music note paper. That's actual vintage music note paper. I found that in a thrift store, and I thought it would go nice with some craft paper and the papers from this collection. Of course, I could have used other papers from Simple Stories, but I thought, you know, I mix it up a little bit. I like doing that. I should do that more often, but it's been so nice just to mix and match things from this set of goodies only. And what I'm doing is I'm making two sort of shallow pockets. Is that the correct way to say it? Please do tell me if it's wrong. But I mean like two short pockets, like not deep pockets, so that the tags that I'm going to put in are going to show on the back of the page as well. So I wanted to create pockets, but I wanted to use them to display goodies rather than hide them, because everything is matching so nicely and that makes me really happy. So I just glued the two pockets together and then I'm holding them in place with some clothespins waiting for the glue to dry. By the way, the craft paper is from Flowers. No, that's not from Flowers. This is from 2/3, which is an eco-friendly clothing company, and they ship their clothes in paper bags. This is not sponsored, I just love that brand. They ship their clothing in paper bags, and I of course save the paper bags because it's beautiful craft paper for crafting. Yeah. And then the rest of the goodies are going to be put in. Sorry for my head. Have to make sure everything is correct. These are some tags from the cut apart sheet I cut apart in the beginning. I only chose them to match the page and the back of the page, so there's no real thought behind that, just color combinations. And then I'm going to use some of the die cuts to decorate. Now I want to know from all of you how you are. It's Christmas week, the week of Christmas, so do let me know. Are you celebrating this year or are you staying in? Maybe you don't celebrate Christmas for some like religious reason or for other reasons, or it's not a tradition where you live. But let me know, how's your week? How are your plans? Do you have any plans or not? Is it holiday where you are? Are you still working? How are you doing? And do let me know. I know that I have been quite absent in replying to YouTube comments, and I do apologize for that. It's not because I don't enjoy reading the comments anymore. I absolutely love seeing you reply to my videos, and also I just have to say that everyone has been so nice. In one of the previous videos I mentioned that I wasn't feeling so well, and then you know, the kindness just started rolling in, and I feel so eternally grateful for that. Like I said, not replying is not me not caring or me for whatever reason not wanting to. It's just been kind of hard. I don't know. I've been kind of offline, absent in my own little bubble, and that's how I like to be. Sometimes when the world is too difficult, I just hide under a blanket for a while. No, I'm kidding. I just hide in my craft room, I suppose. So me not replying, that is not me not enjoying. That's not me rejecting anything. I still appreciate it more than you could ever know. So thank you. And if you do want to join in the conversation, you can always do so in the comments down below. The next thing I'm doing is actually frantically searching for my mini scissors. I still haven't found them. I don't know where they went. I mean, having a craft room is great and all, but you lose everything. Anyway, what I end up doing is just using bigger scissors, which is difficult. That's my boyfriend bringing me some dessert, which is difficult because they're too big. I forgot the word here. They're not tiny enough. I don't know how to say this, but basically what I wanted to do is kind of cut out the frame a little bit at the top, because I liked the pocket as it was, but it was all too square and neat for me, so I decided to liven it up a little bit to make it a little bit more playful by carefully trimming off some of the top, if that makes any sense. This is a beautiful vellum bag. I have a thing for vellum bags. I absolutely love vellum bags. Someone sent me that, and of course I had to reuse it. So I'm going to fill that up with a couple of the die cuts and cut aparts from the collection. And then I'm adding in some wax seals for good measure, because you know I love making wax seals and I love sharing them. And I love vellum bags because they look so nice. You can already get another sneak peek. I really have a thing for see-through things, I guess. And then I'm also adding my letter in that same pocket. which I already wrote quite a while ago. I just couldn't find the crafty inspiration for finishing it up. And then this is the end result. We have a couple goodies, a long letter, tags, and then a flip book to go with that. I'm going to wrap it up with some twine, and it has already been sent out, and then I really hope it has arrived. So this video is not over, you will still get some close-ups and everything, but I already wanted to say a big thank you if you made it this far. If you did make it this far, do let me know what is your favorite winter tradition. I always love hearing those kind of things. I'm just adding some Nuvo Drops to the front because I thought that would make it once again a little bit more playful. And then it is done. Here are the close-ups. I really hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, you know what to do. Give it a big thumbs up. Leave a comment down below if you want to comment something. And subscribe to my channel. I already asked you to do that. But if you want to, I would be super grateful. And I will see you again very soon. A big thank you to my patrons, which I will show at the end of this video. And I will wish you all a Merry Christmas, I guess. Bye!